in real quick. Welcome in real quick, real slow, real fast, whatever. Let's start with a wrist check. Currently, I am wearing the 1938, a heritage piece from Tissot. Really nice piece. I really like this watch. It is exactly 332. And currently, we got another guy over there, another streamer, live streamer, content creator, author of his channel, Mr. Skylar Santana, is live currently right now. So, yeah, go check it. If you missed it, or if you're on there right now, of course, stay there, chill. You know what I'm saying? You can always come back and check this out, because we're going to be talking about watches that the experts told you to collect, because that's what we're going to be doing today. So, watches. And what's up, DK? And I have a list of watches here, but today's episode was inspired by, again, a conversation between me and a few other collectors and a few of the watch experts on YouTube. So let's cover that real fast. Why don't we? YouTube is a very beautiful place. It's a great tool, and I absolutely love some of the stuff I see on YouTube. But I do pay attention to what's being said, and I've learned about a few watches there. Not just watches, but hats. I've learned about cigars, and I'm not a smoker, but I'm intrigued by, you know, the smokers, that niche group of smokers that's out there. Definitely sneakers. I'm all over sneakers on that. It's like sneakerheads is bigger than just Jordans. I'm talking about, it's like everything: Adidas, other forms of Nikes, Air Force Ones, of course. What's up, Robert, Wood, Ramon, Tony Wolves in the building? What's going on? But every genre that's on YouTube is facing the exact same scrutiny. And it's this term called gatekeeping, divisiveness, destruction of a community. Now, I don't know where you stand with your watch collection and what you gravitate towards, but let me share a scenario. Matter of fact, this actually happened a few days ago. I was listening to a podcast, and there were people talking and stuff like that, and the conversation was wrapped around a very exclusive. It's not exclusive. It is exclusive to some people that don't have the money for it. And somebody, man, they messed up and brought up a brand that was less than in price. I wouldn't say so much less than in quality, but as far as stature is concerned, the status, it was less than. And it was like, man, if you don't get that crap out of here, this is what the person said: get that crap out of here, we're not talking about that. And it left this person wounded, left them wounded, man. I said, oh man, okay, all right. And it happened on a different podcast that I was watching. Then it happened on another channel that I was watching. In the realm, it was different collectibles, right? It was somebody that mentioned a certain, because I don't know, when it comes to figures, like I have a lot of Hasbro stuff. I got a lot of Mattel stuff. And I don't get, like McFarlane and stuff, I don't really get into that. I would, but I do like collecting action figures. But I don't go as in depth as other people do. Some people, man, they live, breathe, drink. They, like, I'm talking about drinking coffee, staying up. They're there for every limited edition. Any forum that can be wrapped around these collectibles, they're in there. I've seen it. I've actually been a part of it when I was a part of the gaming community. I was a nerd for it. Howdy, party people. What's going on, Fred? How you? I gatekeep my watches. I don't want anyone else to have them. I just want to show them off. Hey, so with that being said, I am one of the people that I'm going to be talking about today, right? I'm not excluded from that laundry list of people. At a conversation I had today with the Oracle, as I call them, I said, hey, you know what? I've said some things on my YouTube, like early on, when I was like showcasing Invicta like crazy. There was some information I had. For the time, I thought that was it. That was the best information that I had, but I didn't do a deep enough dive, and I messed around and misspoke on some stuff. And somebody called me out in the chat like maybe a month ago. But this video was like 4 years old. I went back in there and I looked at the video again. Before I responded, I said, ooh, I did say that. And that, you know what? And I found out what I said was wrong. So I said, you know what? I'm making a point of going back over my videos. And if I have to do a video saying, hey, let me give you updated, you know, some updated information on it, I have no problem with doing that. But when I was an Invicta collector, you couldn't tell me nothing. And Invicta collectors are great to a certain extent, to a certain degree, man. They are different than regular collectors because they believe in what they believe in, and the community is solid, you know, for the most part. But what I've seen on YouTube is there are certain watches that you gravitate to, or that people gravitate towards. One watch is the watering hole. Let's call it the watering hole. And I get this from that Jurassic Park show that came on Netflix, where all of the carnivores and herbivores came, like there was no beef. They came to drink at the watering hole. So I would say this right here will be a watering hole type of watch, because a person that has a, let's say a 4C or an AP probably has a Casio in their collection. And if they don't, they still respect what the Casio is. And I'm telling you, this watch right here, since I've had this watch for over a week, man, I absolutely dig this watch. I dig this watch so much, man. It's like, man, it's my precious. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see, watch. Hey, so DK, I heard a video. Now, okay, let's talk Breitling real quick. I just want to talk Breitling, then I'm gonna talk Rolex, then I'm gonna get back into Invicta and some other watches that I got on the table. I went out to Moyer Jewelers, which is local to me, and I went to go see that Top Time, right? And then I went to go look. I saw the Top Time first before I looked at the reviews. I like the Top Time. I put it on. I thought the watch was really nice. You know, the price is what it is. Would I pay for that? I think I would get a matter of fact, I would get a Super Ocean before I get a Top Time, because I just like the Super Ocean over there. Dive watch. I'm a dive watch guy. I like it. You know, and the Top Time may, in your opinion, for you, may work over the Super Ocean, but I just like the colorway Super Ocean, simplicity. It's still chronometer certified, regardless. But the Top Timer got kind of slammed a bit, and I think the watch was really nice, you know, and I was like, it's cool. But Breitling as a whole, I think, was like kind of thrown to the side, saying this overpriced garbage, or, you know, why do people gravitate to these larger Breitlings when you can get this? And I'm like, that person that is telling the story, you, whoever you are, that's telling the story, that's reviewing it, that is your opinion. That is what you like. That's not, that your like or dislike has nothing to do with me. Because what you dislike, I may absolutely love. But I've seen people recanting their stories. I saw one today where it's like, you know, maybe I was a little too harsh on Breitling. And I listened to the whole publication. And I was like, I said, man, that's crazy. That's crazy, you know, and that made me think about what that podcaster said when it came to a very expensive brand. You or they, the people that do YouTubers, the experts, if you will, experts will see a watch like this South Baltimore and ask, what is that? Right? This watch, is this a IWC clone or an IWC homage? No, it's a South Baltimore. I call it the Night Raven, but the actual name for this watch is the Bolt. This watch has a Miyota movement in it, high beat. The whole case is titanium, sapphire crystal. This watch, for me, on my wrist, fits perfectly. It's amazing. I've worked out in this watch. I've worn this watch just to look at it. I loomed it up just to look at the loom fade away over time. It's just because I enjoy it. I enjoy it, right? It's not for you to enjoy. I like the oversized crown. That crown, look how big that, hold on, get me out the way. Look how big that crown is. How you like that, my... Oh, wait a minute, what is this? Add a Q&A sticker. Huh. I concur, Trap. I like Breitling, would prefer a Super Ocean. The top time is nice too. I think it's great that Invicta have their own kind of community. The cruisers they used to have, etc. Do they catch up? They just had, so collectors are actually doing it right now. Invicta's not doing anything besides selling watches. They walked away from that, which is so weird. That is so weird. Now I stand on this. You created an atmosphere, or maybe the atmosphere was created for you, and I don't think, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I can't. I really don't want to speculate and assume, because I've said stuff about the CEO of Invicta, and I could be dead wrong. He could have some type of reason why he don't do it. I don't know, but I just think that they had an opportunity. They had something great going, and it just came to an abrupt stop. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it was just left up to our imagination as to why he stopped doing it. I have no idea, but I think like those cruises were life, man. I'm telling you, I love those cruises. I absolutely love those cruises. Okay, so with that, oh, that was dope. The motorcycle just rolled past. And listening to what's the name of that joint? Oh, that's a nice watch you got on, brother.
Yeah, thanks.
Man, that's dope.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. Wrist checking. He had multiple time zones. That thing, yeah, it was vicious watch, man. I got distracted by the music and his watch. Lost my train of thought. But anywho, getting back to Breitling, I think Breitling is a nice brand. But oh yeah, that video that I watched made me think about how many times have watches been called, or the watch brands been called garbage? How many times have they been called garbage?
I'm hungry.
You know, it's like, hey, that brand is absolute trash. So let me bring a watch that you don't even get to see or hear about that often. Deep Blue. This right here, I named this Ultra Magnus just because of the colorway. But it's definitely a water dragon type of watch, man. This thing is made for going in the sea. And guess what? The rating, let's see, what is the rating on this watch? And you do have dual deployment. It is a robust timepiece. And I will recommend it for those people that love Aragon and Invicta. If you've never heard of Deep Blue, this is perfect for you, I'm telling you. And then this one just happened to have the flag on the back. But let's look. So this watch has a Salida 200, automatic movement, sapphire crystal. All right, and this is called the Juggernaut. This thing is 1,000 feet of water resistance. That's 300 meters. And you know what that's telling me? How robust this is? And I imagine that this watch is about 16 millimeters thick, possibly. I don't have my calibers today, so I can't. I'm just guesstimating. On one end, this watch is made in I believe in New York. Just Deep Blue is out of New York. And they used to showcase this on Shop HQ or Evine, what have you, for those that man, this watch is so great to me, man. Hold on, I'm about to put it on my second, yeah, double wristed. The Juggernaut is just this thing is a beast of a watch, man. But it's sort of, you know, for the price, when you get these watches, you're looking at, I got my sweater caught up in there. You're looking at around $199. In some cases, you'll see this watch hits $1,200 because he's using the Value 7750. So those hits around like over $1,000, between $1,200 to $1,500, which I think is still a reasonable price. You get sapphire crystal, AR coating, and the lume, which, stay tuned, we'll do a lume short, lume wars on this one. This watch has, in some cases, it has Gauss that is bigger. The Gauss on it or like the resistance of it is bigger than the Milgauss. Rolex's Milgauss is crazy. It is crazy. He has like cages, and like when you take this watch apart, he has a cage in it, and some of his watches are anti-magnetic, or he has the Gauss on it. Just depends. Like it just depends. I don't know how he does it, man. When he does it, but he will run certain watches for certain periods of time, and he'll put different features on it. But it's one of those where you don't have to pay a lot to get some of the features that you want in a watch, and that's not talked about on YouTube as often. Yeah, I can run through specs and stuff like that, man, but like I've taken this in the water. It looks so much better underneath the water. Just anything under the water, man. It's just elevated. It's like, it's crazy. Another one of the dopest deep blues I've ever seen in my life. Let's see, yo, bro. What Sing? What's up, Sing? What's your thoughts on the Zurich Scrambler? It's different. It's weird watch, but I like Zurich. Zurich is great. Northern is using the 300, Salida 200 or Salida 300. I like yeah, Tony. I did have a squirrel moment. I'm gonna tell you what, because I'm glad you brought that up. Glycine, you guys seen this already, and oh yeah, you see that strap? I changed that strap, and you can actually go over to Amazon and get one of these straps, man. You can get that strap right there. I got the link in the description. I'm gonna show you two more. But I want to do something different, man. There's a Salida 300 in this one. You talking about smooth. You know when you take your watch, right? You set it, your automatic timepiece. You set it and then you wind it. You'll hear like the little grinding, you know what I'm saying? It's sort of like grinding feeling on the Salida 300 or 330. Well, it's like a hybrid car, man. It's the difference in hearing a box Chevy with dual exhaust or a hybrid vehicle, man, that's running off of electric. Like it's that different. It's so smooth, man. It's like, is this thing winding? It's butter. It's butter. First time I've ever heard a deep blue, nice looking watch. So Fred, check this out. I'm going to flip the camera around so you can get a better showing of this watch. Hold on. This is the deep blue. It's a dive watch. Look at that abalone. You see that? Look how, man, vibrant that is. And this watch is like, what, 4 years old? I've had this for 4 years now. This got an NH35, sapphire crystal, Japanese movement. And you see that it's still 1,000 meters, man, on there. Now, I promise you, I don't need to go to them depths. But I've had this in the water. I've had this in the ocean. And this thing, man, it just feels great, man. The strap feels great. That's another thing too, Deep Blue, if you go to their website, which I don't have the website linked, but their website, you can actually buy, you don't have to buy a watch, you can just buy a strap for your watch. And they have straps that, like for you Invicta fans, they have those straps. Okay, thank you for the text message. Ben 10, what's good, baby? My Christopher Ward has a Salida 200 in it with the clutch system. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, bro. Dang. Yeah, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, man. If you guys, man, be so kind, man, put like some birthday celebration stickers in that thing, man. I'm curious, though. YouTube just sent me something. They say, like, they got some type of, okay, let me see. Okay, they got a green screen. Hannibal is bullying me. Ah, come on, Hannibal. Happy birthday, Benjamin. Hey, I saw you. I was over there on Skyler's chat, man, and he called me shortstop. I saw that you said that you weren't buying any more micro brands because they're taking up all your money. Yeah, if your birthday, bro, hey, knock it out the park, brother. Yeah, happy birthday, man. Hey, so Ben, did you finally make it to be 40 yet? Are you 40 yet? You a young man. You're a young man. Yeah, brother. Happy birthday. I would sing to you, but you know. No, I wouldn't. You know, I don't do that singing stuff, man. All right. Now, getting back to what I've seen, man. Oh, hold on. There you go. It just came. Something you can't live without. Oh, hold on, let me see. I'm curious. Okay, so YouTube just prompted me something on here, y'all. So I'm just. All right. Let's see here. I want to see what happens here. Oh, I don't want to use that color. All right, there we go. Hit done. Okay. Hey, did the thing? Did something come up for y'all? Y'all too nice. Good old pals. I don't know if let me see. Did a question come up for y'all? Something you can't live without? Okay. All right. I'll put music. All right. Okay. Hey, how you doing? You know, sometimes I have to, like, I'll pay attention when people, like, I see when people looking at me, they're looking at the table and they're like, yo, what is he doing? Like, why? Because I got watches everywhere, bro. Like, wow. Oh my gosh, bro. It ain't even 9 o'clock yet. Oh my gosh. So let me ask y'all this. I'm curious, when you guys are searching YouTube, is there something that really turns you off about YouTube? 2 months, lean forward. Man, hey, hold up. Julius Caesar, thank you so much. Hold up. I gotta say this. Anytime that I see anybody that picked that one up, the lean forward, that, and I've mentioned this before, that was my call to action. That was advice I gave my son when he was running track. Because I never forget the day Jarrell was running and I saw him literally. He was, man, doing a 100 meter dash. He got it. But he thought, after looking off to the side, okay, I got dude, right? I beat him. He raised up and slowed down right before the finish line, and dude went right past him. That dude just, and my son was just so distraught, like, how did he beat me? I said, you beat yourself. I said, one, ain't no looking back. You're supposed to lean forward and don't quit. There's a follow through. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it comes down to like the tip of your nose. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a camera right there. They seeing who came across that finish line, man. So anybody that picked that up, thank you so much, man. YouTuber arrogance, lack of knowledge. Okay, that's a. Hold up, man. Hold up.
It's a nice breeze.
How y'all doing? All right.
Have fun.
Bro, hold up. So you got the. Can I give you the? I'm gonna give you this shoulder real here. Yeah, thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate you, man. Get you the shoulder. Yes, I can say that. I agree with you. One of my pet peeves now, I guess something that bothers me about YouTube is really YouTube itself It's really the people. I think some people that tune in, you give too much credit to the people that are dividing. You know what I'm saying? You create a platform. Now they could put it out, you know, because I've heard a guy, what's his guy name? Academics, right? He said something about this lady and it fell flat. I guess he called himself talking about her real bad. This is a long time ago. It fell flat. So he felt the need to have to keep going, and the audience or the people that was around kind of gave validation to his joke or whatever the joke was, right? And if they would have just like, all right, that's a zonk, bro. Like, yeah, stop, quit. You know what I'm saying? That like he'd have had to just take his lumps, like take your pride, swallow it, and just keep it moving. I think at times people give too much credit or validation to people that are perpetuating this whole classism thing. Now, I can tell you that Ben 10, we joke and laugh, and everybody else, as well as Hannibal in the chat, I know these guys have some very phenomenal watches, some incredible timepieces, some watches that, you know, for the most part, if you can't afford them, these are the watches that you would love to at least see or put in your hand to see how much more this watch is. Like, is it worth the hype? Is it worth everything else? And you really don't know until you actually try it on or whatever the case is. And then it's even better if you can squeeze out and buy the watch, but you may not like it. And I think sometimes we give credit to, you know, some of these big brands, and like I just can't see that a YouTuber would put so much emphasis on a brand and you'll overlook something like this, right? This may not be your style. This may not be your stilo, as they say back in the day. But I can tell you, I like it. It's a very themed watch. I honestly believe that a leather jacket and some driving gloves is acquired for this right now because it's kind of cool out here. And this is a Sunday drive in your sports car or your SUV. You know what I'm saying? Something real sporty. Now, you could be riding a bike. You could ride a motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? You can love Ghost Rider and like maybe you got the red version. It really doesn't matter. This watch was affordable. It's very functional. It has sort of a vintage vibe to it. I like the skeletonized hands on it. I love the colorway. I enjoy the colorway. I love the padded leather, how they added the stitch. Everything about this watch, man, just hit. And then it's lightweight. It's made out of carbon. This watch by itself is a very, very appealing piece. And then it has a complication on it that, yeah, I didn't ask for it, but I like it. It has a fuel gauge on there telling you how much time, like, is it time to wind this watch again? I think it keeps you in tune. For me, it keeps me in tune with this watch because I may not want, I'm like, I don't want my watch to run out of power. So I'm like, oh, I'm almost empty. You know what I'm saying? And all it's gonna cost me is a little bit of time to pop that crown out, and but I enjoy this watch. But if you are a luxury watch person and you are a YouTuber or a content creator, some of them will look down on this. I'd buy a Trapvision book. I'm doing a 5K run tomorrow. I hope I survive. You got it, bro. I love to try on some expensive watches, not ridiculous expensive, even a couple of K-rings. For no logical reason, I find it scary to walk into a shop and try things on. Fred, I'll give you my experience, and I'll tell you, I'll take my glasses off for this one because I can see you. I still won't walk in certain shops. I won't. You know what I'm saying? Because that it does happen. It does happen, right? These guys, these people, they want to sell watches and they want to sell it to a certain group of people. Now, for the most part, here in Indiana, Reese Nichols is a place that they sell Rolex, they sell Tudor, they have Breitling, they have Oris, they have IWC, they have a pre-owned section that has pretty much whatever they take in. They have Hamilton, they got Panerai, and a few others. Hannibal knows all, he's been there. And they are rated, as far as like the employees there, Absolutely loved it. Customers that walk in there, from Colts players to basketball, like the Pacers players, down to people, because I've purchased 2 watches out from Reese Nichols. Okay, I've purchased from Moyers. I've purchased from Moyers Jewelers. And when I go in there, I talk to Barry. I'm welcomed. I'm welcomed. I go in there, and whether I buy or not, they're showing me watches. But I have been in some where it was like, can I help you? And it was so cold. I was like, nope, you can't show. Okay, hey, I'm out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been made to feel uncomfortable. I've been out of state and been to some luxury, and I've seen Rolex in there. Yeah, I've seen. I've seen who's that? Reese Nichols also has Cartier. I'm sitting there thinking about it. So you're not left field with that. You're not left field, but I'll still say, if you can get to a spot, and you know what? Just break the ice. I would say break the ice, go in there and be like, hey, I just came in here. I want to just check out. I want to look at something and whatever. If they're smart, they'll welcome you in, because, you know, everybody that goes in, like, even buying a car. You're not buying a car off the first one. You're doing research, man. You know, and I know that it's ideal for a car salesman to sell a car off the first touch. But, you know, you play the long game, I guess, in some cases. You know, we're in a niche right now that I looked at the news this morning. NBC, it was an ABC. ABC covered that we are in a larger deficit right now, man. As far as inflation went up by another 2%, and they don't have the actual number because the people that are doing the what do you call it? The analysts are not working right now. So they really don't know how bad it is. Hopefully the government will open up November 1st, I hope. If not, well, I don't know. I say, well, hold up. This side note, did y'all know the cost of, like, coffee beans have gone up 19%? Eggs are down 1% from last year, but coffee beans, expensive. There may be another reason why there was like a number of Starbucks closing. Cartier, Block Pond, JLC. Thank you, Hannibal. This question is, are you a watch collector or a fan of a brand? Ooh. Okay, let me get this thing down real quick. Hold on. I want to get that out of here. I'm a watch collector, but I'm a fan of JLC, so I've started to focus on them only. JLC? Okay. JLC got some heat, man. Gosh, I can't say that man, there are certain brands that I do like more, that I think makes a lot of sense. Glycine is another one. Like, 'cause I have a couple of Glycine pieces in my collection. I'm gonna tell you another one, Citizen, and I get to show you this strap. Anbeer strap is here. Hey, this is can I say promotion? So, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is a Citizen timepiece, the Wolverine, right? Collaborated with Citizen. And this isn't the normal bracelet that comes on. I changed it out for this strap from Anbeer over on Amazon. This strap is supple. It is ready for your wrist. It will add years to your life. Try it on and it will mesmerize anyone that comes across your presence. So try Anbeer straps. It's on Amazon right now. Limited edition. Not really. Did that dude just laugh at me? Dude just laughed at me over there. No, but seriously, I ordered these straps, and the only thing I will say, this sucker, I put it on, and you see it's the lint magnets. This particular one, this particular strap right here is a lint magnet. So I am going to dip this thing in water later on, clean it off. But it's comfortable though, I like it. And then I have another strap, I'm actually going to put this with another one because I don't know why I didn't pay attention. I should have got the silver to match the case. So I have another watch that this can go with. But yeah, there you go. I think this is pretty dope though. Look at that. I don't know, what can you put in? Is this something you can put in there? Or maybe that's just there for comfort. Maybe they got that for comfort. It got to be for comfort. I haven't put this on yet. I just put it on the strap yesterday. So yeah, Amazon, and those are, oh, what were they? They were, I think, under 20 bucks. They were under $20. Ooh. Hand wound watches. Hold on, let me answer this. Papa G, man, that's a tough one because I like the Islander, man. Oof. You got me on that one, bro. Because I mean, I dig my glycines. That's such a painful way to answer. Yeah, I'm gonna say glycine. I'm gonna say both. Let's just say both. They're even, because I wouldn't want to get rid of either one of them. And that's the thing too. Like when it comes to watch collecting, y'all, is I do appreciate what's being said on YouTube and the knowledge that people are sharing with us. I'm a consumer, man. I said this earlier. That's what I was getting to when I was talking to the Oracle earlier. I said, if you strip my channel down or strip me down as a person on here, I'm a consumer. I'm enthused about collecting, but I'm a consumer, man. I consume a lot of YouTube. I consume stuff on Instagram and TikTok. And I'm not saying what's the best out there, but I do like seeing what people have. I like seeing the different genres of watches, the different genres of collectibles. I don't always agree, and it's been more so than not, I don't agree with the tone that people have been using here, right? So stripping me down to just a guy that points his camera and starts recording, I'm the guy or the customer in line with these people, right? So as a customer, and I'm standing in line, I'm seeing what you have to offer me, and I'm like, wait a minute, I really don't agree with that, because now you're pitting us against each other. Like, there's classism. I mean, these companies are good enough to do that, right? Because who was that? I just watched a video where somebody dropped the bomb on Rolex. How much they spend on Rolex, and is this watch worth $10,000? Talking about the Submariner, right? There's no such thing as a wait list, and they're making millions of watches per year. It was a whole production. It was a whole video which is full of information. And towards the end of the video, this personality literally said, I own one of the watches, if not two of the watches from the brand that I'm talking about. And he said, do I consider this watch to be worth the price they're asking? Yes. And I'm gonna say this, good luck finding a $10,000 Submariner. Good luck. Now, I know Kokomo Watch Company had one. It was a 97 model Submariner, and that was $8,500, but that was a 97, and it was in fair condition. I saw the watch. I may even post it as one of my shorts. And I look at the Submariner, and I say, hey, you know what? The Submariner is a great watch, because I do have a few homage pieces to the Submariner. But you know what I like too? I like my deep blue. And I guess this would be likened to, what would you call this, a homage of a Omega Seamaster, just because of the crowns, the helium escape valve, which is a workable device. There's a company that have helium escape valves, and they're not really helium escape valves. There's just an aesthetic. It's nothing behind it. It's nothing that will activate that valve if you brought it down far enough. So shame on that company for doing that, but whatever. but Submariners are old news. I wouldn't even trust it being that cheap. Yeah, a 10,000 Submariner is hard to find. I don't always know what I want with my hobbies. I let watchmakers surprise me with their designs. And I will say this, and I'm going to end here like we're about to end this thing. We're going to land this plane. I'll say this. I don't think it's fair, right? Or like, it's just, I don't think it's fair for anybody on YouTube to discredit somebody that's putting their design out there. Now, rate it, yes. Review it. If it doesn't work, yes. When you call it trash, whoo, that's heavy words. That's heavy words. That is heavy. You know, because I don't like every watch. I'm gonna say this, Ball has a few pieces. I wouldn't have chose, like, you know what? This was not my first choice. This was not my first choice. And I'll be honest and tell you the truth. I wouldn't have never bought this watch. I wouldn't have bought it. I wouldn't have bought it. The watch that I wanted, I bought it and it sold out. Like, right? So they sent me an email saying, unfortunately, they sent me my money back and they said, unfortunately, the watch that you bought is sold out. And I take it that somebody got it and they pressed buy before I did. But my purchase had went through and they took the money out. And the watch that I originally wanted was actually cheaper than this one. But this one was next in line. And I said, you know what? I'll get it because I want to try. I want to experience ball for myself. And one thing that I've noted, that the way it wears, the way it looks, the finishing on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to say that I'm one of these connoisseurs that be like, oh, this finishing is just so amazing. Look at the chamfered edges and look at... Bro, if it look good, it look good. This watch actually look like it's shiny, all right? I'm more like a barracuda. I see something shiny, oh, I'm coming for that thing. And this was a great watch. I like it. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at it, you got that matte black like a chalkboard from 8th grade. So I'm good with that. My grandmother worked for the railroad system, so I got a railroad watch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that's dedicated to her, but it worked. I made it work. I made it squeeze in, and I'm not getting rid of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a limited edition. Ball really doesn't have, to me, doesn't really have a huge identity in, like, as far as models. There's not a model that stands out. It is what it is. I did what I did to get into that brand. Would I buy another ball? I would. I would get that diver watch, the dive GMT they have. I like that because they got that Pepsi bezel. I like that watch. And the tritium tubes, that's super dope. I like the tritium tubes. I paid just under 10K for a no-date sub a year ago. Okay. In the UK. From who? Oh, you got that from Finks Jewelers in Franklin, Tennessee. Okay. That yellow looks fantastic. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I dig it. I dig it. Now the buckle actually goes with the dial, but I wanted to match the actual silver, so I'll get a yellow one with the silver buckle on it. No way. I got the call in 2 weeks after walking. Oh, okay. Yes, it does have tritium. T100 tubes. I have property in Chattanooga and Jasper. Ooh, okay. Chattanooga, I love, you know what? I love going to Tennessee, man. Love going to Tennessee. Absolutely love it. But, all right, what's the end result, y'all? The end result. While we're just talking, we're just having a conversation, right? And I hope that, you know, one thing I will say, I absolutely love the participation. Like, for those that missed this during the live, you guys always come back and you, because I know Kev Cook is going to make a comment. He always do. You guys put it down there in the comment section how y'all feel about stuff. But, like, honestly, how can we continue making this thing a community worth being in, right? And I respect every content creator. I respect every watch collector. You know what I'm saying? I do. Now, I've been disrespected before. I've been talked about. All that stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? That's life. I'm not tripping on that. You know what I'm saying? But for those that want to like build something, you know, I think it's proper to approach this thing with an open mind. It's proper to just, you know, speak your mind, and like if there's something that you don't like, you don't like it. But I just think as a whole, this is already a niche genre that we're in. Don't think that you're something special. Don't think that you're just because of the knowledge that you have or the watches that you possess in your collection, it makes you just so far superior to other people. 'Cause I'm like, that's probably part of the problem. That is a part of the problem, man. Some people think that, yeah, man, I got this. You don't have that. And I mean, like for example, what I just showed you, I showed you my Glycine Airman, right? And this thing is on I updated the strap. This is a straight tool watch, man. I have my Citizen Eco Drive Wolverine on the new strap. I enjoy this watch. I think Citizen should be doing a better job when they do these collaborations. That's just my humble opinion. I showed you guys my ball. This is called the Fireman Night Train. I think this is the perfect watch for somebody that's on a night shift. Because like you get in there at night and just tell the time, like depending on where you're working at. Even if you're a train conductor or if you work on a bus at night, you know what I'm saying? You in the dark, you look down like, okay, bet. Let me see. Amen. I mean, awesome. Ben 10. Chattanooga is cool city. You ready? You sick of Tennessee? Fred, that is one of the hardships of YouTube. There's so many, like, okay, for example, who's that said they've never seen Deep Blue? Deep Blue is out of Tennessee, and some of their watches, yes, they do look, in some cases, look like homage pieces. But I'm telling you, I think in some cases you can judge a watch off its own, just what it is. You know, I was looking at a video and they were referring to that new Christopher Ward as like a cross between Tudor and something else. God forbid this thing is just considered to be the newest Christopher Ward. You know, there's a question is, do we need that watch? And I look at it from this standpoint. They don't matter what, we don't need any of it. We don't need any of these things, man. I mean, I'm thankful that I have, man, I just got a collection of watches on this table right now. And no, this watch isn't Armand, Arnold & Son, or none of that. Armstrong, none of these watches, man. Dorn Blues, I don't have any of that. Zenith, which I would like to have a Zenith. Zenith, I think Zenith is crushing. I mean, I would like to have certain Omegas. But then if being honest, I like Bell & Ross. And I know Bell & Ross is like frowned upon in some certain communities. Nomadic, right? Nomadic just dropped a chronograph yesterday, and we was having a debate about, okay, the price of that watch is what else can I get in that price range? Because that's what we are right now. I did cover or just talk briefly about what economically. There's a lot of people that lost jobs. There's people, hours getting cut. You're not getting paid the same amount. And especially when you're going out to buy your bare necessities, food, to keep yourself together, you may not be able to afford certain watches. So what's the alternative to an expensive watch that you have? You do have, which I do appreciate the people that talk about the AliExpress. And Hannibal sent me a video today, man. I don't know who he was, but there's a YouTuber that covers like the AliExpress brands. It is a Panerai, right? Panerai homage. Yo, $60, and it's a mechanical wine. I hope it's a screw down crown. I mean, it's not a screw down crown. I hope it's a regular, your regular non-screw down crown. But $60, and it looks like a Panerai Luminor. That watch, or maybe a radium mirror, because I don't think it had a crown guard on it. Whew. For $60? For $60? I know for a fact there are content creators out there that will tear that watch apart like, yo, why would you go out and buy this cheap knockoff? Well, guess what? That watch exists because there's a number of people around the world that can only afford that. There's a number of people that will say, I don't want to give you $8,000 for a Panerai. Is a Panerai worth $8,000? To you, it may be. To the next person, no, it's not. And Panerai falls short in the eyes of other luxury companies anyway, based on some of the YouTubers. It's an honorable mention, but bro, y'all already know, man. Reaching for the Crown is gonna be #1 talked about. Cartier's been in the news a lot more. You know, I mean, shoot, they the second, they hold the second highest amount of market share in Swiss-made watches. You know what I'm saying? Long and Zona. I hope I pronounced that right, and if I didn't, whatever. Yeah, there's certain watches that's talked about frequently. JLC definitely get talked about, but dude, that if you can only afford like something like this deep blue, and for this watch to be 1,000 meters, right? It has an abalone shell in it. The loom is crushing. I've never seen, like, the loom on it is great, and it has AR coating. I paid $100 for this watch. Look at the strap, FKM style strap. Once you get this thing locked in, you see that right there, helps keep it locked in. This watch is robust. This is for those people that love larger watches, love larger timepieces. This thing, man, bro, look at that thing. Gosh, man, that is such a beautiful watch. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Kevin Easton Jr. was cold. All right, hold on. Let me see. What was it? Welcome in. Oh man, I hate to see those, man. That's one of them ICU helicopters. I hate to see those. That means somebody in bad shape. Has great long jeans, waiting for their call. Oh, long jeans is it, man. I know Tony Wall had asked that question earlier, man. If you watch, I mean, I would have to go with, you know, what do I like more, being a watch collector, or I think that's what the question was, or brand? Am I loyal to being a brand? Hold on, let me see. What did Tony ask? Because that was a minute ago. I should have tagged that. You like the brand or like, man, where is it at? I lost it, y'all. Well, I'll tell you this. As far as what I like, a brand name over just collecting, I'm definitely going to go with collecting over just having a brand or being dedicated to one brand. I know one of the answers was JLC was it for you. And this question, okay, all right, there you go. Found it. This question is, are you a watch collector? Are you a watch collector or a fan of a brand? No, sir, there was too much upheaval back in the States, grad assistant. Some ballers overseas. I'm about to keep up with an overseas pro career. Sits well when you trap. Yeah, he went overseas. Get to the chat. I love chats, man. I love chat. Kevin was a hooper. Kevin Cook in the building. There you go. I spoke you up. Trap, I need the Peligos FXD. You and me both, bro. Man, that's my favorite. Hold up, is it just... Y'all see that? Y'all didn't even tell me it was a spider on me. Man. It was a spider on me, man. He was about to get me. Hannibal, where you at? You supposed to have my 6, baby. And I was messing with you, bro. Yeah, I am, yeah. Definitely love the Pelagos. Thanks, House X. Oh, sorry, that was 2. Okay, I read that. I don't know. All right. Julius Caesar and everybody in the chat, that's my time. I'm about to finish my walk. I'm at 29,000 steps currently. Well, that's where I left off before I sat my butt here. And you said you need it. Hey, bro, there's a couple of pieces that So since you guys are here, stay tuned for, I believe it's either gonna come out Monday or Tuesday, a conversation that I had with Coco.
What's going on, brother? You busy?
Oh, what's good? What's up?
I see you got your watches out and you like a streamer.
Oh yeah, man. We live right now, baby.
What you live on?
Trapvision.
Trapvision.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Okay, YouTube.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the channel, Trapvision?
Yeah.
For sure. I'm C Swag.
C Swag?
Yeah, I rap.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay, locally.
Yes, sir.
C Swag. All right. Okay, I'm gonna have to check you out.
Check me out, brother.
All right. Are you on YouTube?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna send you a message once I close this out. I'm gonna send you a message, and then we just see Swagger.
2 G's.
2 G's. Okay, I got you. Yes, sir. That's how we do it. As always, I love. That's why I love going live sometimes. I love it, man, because I get to, especially in this spot that I'm at right now. I enjoy doing this stuff, man. So yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all have a. Oh no, you ain't got to worry. No, bro, not me. Not me. Oh man, nah. I got my bag right here, bro. Hey. No, man. I'm all good, bro. I'm always ready, bro. I'm always ready. Hate to be like that, but no, I don't. I'm lying. I'm always like that. I'm on, because you never, I don't trust nobody out in these streets, bro. Come on, man. You can't trust folks in these streets, man. Everybody don't have the best intentions, man. Everybody don't have the best intentions. So, anyway, I'm gone. I'm out. Thank y'all. I got to finish walking. They laughing. Oh. Hey, I promise, man, do you hear what I'm saying? I have to. As much as I enjoy this city, man, this city dangerous, bro. This city dangerous, man. So I'm like, if you want it, you know what I'm saying? It is. It is what it is. So, all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all watching, man. And till the next lightning strike, I'll see y'all. It'll be Monday. I'll see y'all Monday. Y'all be blessed.